If you can't kill a boss, no reason why you can't look like one. Moogle putting the wow in transmogs.
We got the perfect monk look, I think. I think we do here. Ricocheting shoulder guard, Siege of Orgrimmar, Iron Juggernaut, 22% on the drop rate for the shoulders. Out of Siege of Orgrimmar, pulling the shoulders, the belt, and the gloves, and the headpiece or the helm. The chest is Tunic of Reformative Runes, Hellfire's Citadel. Quamrock is the boss, 17% on the drop rate. So a little bit of mop, a little bit of wad. Belt of Glowing Embers. The best place to get this is the Timeless Isles Ordos on Heroic version, about a 10% drop rate for that belt. Next up, the legs. We're pulling them from the same place as the chest, part of that same tier from WoD. Hellfire's Citadel, Fell Lord Zakuun, 21% on the drop rate for the legs. Next up is a Void Elf dude, Oppressor's Merciless Treads, Hellfire Citadel, Tyrant Velhari, 22% on the drop rate for the boots. The hands, Siege of Orgrimmar, Galacrus is the boss, 18% on the drop rate for those hands. Now we're going to move on to the back, which is what I think makes this set pretty epic here. Selfless Wings of the Ascended, that's Kyrian, so you got to be a Kyrian monk to get that. Tabard is the Keeper's Time Tabard. Stormwind Orgrimmar, or if you want to go to the Keepers of Time in Daenerys. The headpiece, straight out of Siege of Orgrimmar, Garrosh Hellscream, remember him, 23% drop on that. And we're pulling a weapon from WoD as well, Wild Gladiator's Rune Axe. If you hoard, you will go warmongering. We got a mix of two different tiers from Legion, as well as 3 pieces from Burning Crusade. So yes, we do get a tremendous amount of use out of these balls on the shoulder. I've done well over 100 monk videos, and you will not find those ball bearings in every single monk video, but they're in a lot of videos. I just happen to like them a lot, and they go with stuff. They match. They definitely match. They fit the overall theme. Court of Pilfered Rosaries, Tomb of Sargeras LFR. Various mobs, auction house, super easy piece to pick up there. The legs are from Burning Crusade. You have to be part of the Scryers when you enter into Outland for the first time and you do some quests and then you get to Shetrath or the Tarokar Forest. You're going to choose Aldur Scryers, so you can have to grind out rep with the Scryers in order to get those legs. The chest is very easy though. That's just a simple quest reward from Hellfire Peninsula. Now, the wrists are basically from Karazhan, Rokad the Ravager. Good drop rate on those wrist wraps, so that's a good drop rate from BC. Next up, we have a Lady Undead showing the Fate Sewn Shawl, which is from Castle Nathria, as well as all 4 zones in Shadowlands off of random mobs, and you can buy it on the auction house. Shadow Scarred head cover, Tomb of Sargeras LFR on that headpiece. And the weapon, Akanai Crypts, rep and gold isn't wrong. I'm going to start off with the balls on the shoulder. Yes, I love this particular tier from the Burning Throne for monks. Meditation Spears of Kaiji. Decent drop rate from the Burning Throne. Next up is the chest, which is the Malevolent Gladiator's Copper Skin Tunic. Mop PvP vendor, Marks of Iron, pick that up. You could also buy it on the auction house, by the way. The belt is from BFA, place called Uldir. Mythic version, Talic drops, the Bloodstorm Buckle. About 8% on that drop. I really like this look. I think it's got a lot of RP value for rogues, for monks. I don't think rogues can equip this set. The legs are part of the same PvP set as the chest, by the way, so you can buy that on the auction house as well. Now we have a Night Elf dude showing the feet, which we're pulling out a Nighthold LFR version. You can also go with the Malevolent PvP boots if you want. I thought these looked a little bit better for the set. The wrists are from Plaguefall. Domina Venom Blade, 12% on the drop rate for those golden bracers. Have a nice touch to this particular set. The back means that you need to be Kyrian. This is from the Kyrian campaign, Selfless Sigil of the Archon. Rep and Renowned, pick that back piece up. The helm, Malevolent Gladiators, Copperskin Helm, Mop PvP vendor. Check the auction house as well. Writing out a third piece from that mop PvP tier, and the weapon, the Nexus, Wrath of the Lich King, is the place to get the mace. This is a very dapper set, and for some reason I think superhero, I don't know what superhero, maybe Batman, but not really. It looks pretty cool though. Hellfire Citadel Heroic on the shoulders. We're also going to pull the bracers out of that same raid and the same difficulty level. Discordant Bearer's Chest. So from that particular set for the Kyrian, which you can need rep and renown to get, the chest, the legs, the boots, and the belt are all Kyrian. So you're going to have to be a Kyrian monk in order to equip that and then grind through the campaign and gain some rep, gain some renown, and then eventually you'll be able to get it. If you want to know specifically how to get this set, you can always check on Wowhead. I don't want to write a paragraph on how to get any particular pieces. You don't want to read it. I don't want to do it. These take long enough as it is. I love that sword, by the way. Now we're going to move on to the wrists, which I did say part of the same set as the shoulders, Hellfire Citadel Heroic. This is the recolored version, even though that is a rogue tier, recolored for monks and druids and demon hunters. The back, super easy to get. Cloak of Coordination, Stormwind, Guildmaster, Crafter achievement is what you need in order to purchase that from your guild. The Horde one is a little bit different, so you're going to have to find a substitute. The helm is Engineering BFA level, and the weapon is Tenaris Keepers of Time, Quartermaster, Rep, and Gold. Continuing with a mix of Mop and Wad, Flamebender's Shoulder Guards, Blackrock Foundry Mythic, Flamebender Kagras is the boss, decent drop rate of about 14%. Next up is the chest, which is pulled out of Throne of Thunder, LFR version. Dark Animus drops the Fire Charm Tunic. Now we're going to move on to the belt, which is probably from the same exact source as the chest as well as the legs. Throne of Thunder LFR, Treasures of the Thunder King drops the Abandoned Zandalari Moonstrap. That sounds like they can't decide if they want to be a troll, a druid, or a monk there. Anyway, Leggings of the Path, Lost City of Tol'vir, Siamat is the boss on those legs. So that is from Cata, but I'm not sure that's right. Anyway, I think that's part of the same tier set as the chest, by the way. The feet is the Halash Boots, Hellfire Ramparts is the place. The hands, Primal Combatants, Ironskin, Gloves, WAD PvP Vendor. Just a few marks of honor to pick up those gloves. Next up, we're going to hook you up with something on the back. Waycrest Guards, Cloak, Drusvar, Order of Embers, Equipment Cache. That's Alliance only. You can kill a rare there. It's a Quill Stitch, I think, is the name of the rare that you could kill to get the similar piece. Grievous on the headpiece, Horde Prideful, and the weapon, Siege of Orgrimmar, is the place for the axe. And this might be one of the more monk-looking pieces, overall sets, and it's from Castle Nathria LFR, and the rest of it we're going to get into. So we're pulling the head, the shoulders, the gloves, and the boots from Castle Nathria. Emerald Nightmare for the chest, Scarred Ragefang chest piece. Ursak is the boss, 14% on the drop rate. The belt is Alliance only because it is from your BFA PvP vendor, which I don't know if you can actually get with Marks of Honor yet, but eventually I'm very confident you will be able to. Maybe the next patch, Blizzard will set that up. The legs, part of the same set as the chest, Nod, Nightfall, and Breeches. Scorpiron is the boss, and about 17% on the drop rate for the legs. So the chest and the legs are both from Legion. Enchanted Toe Tappers, Castle Nathria LFR, Council of Blood for that piece. The hands, Bleakwing Assassin's Grips, Castle Nathria LFR, Sun King Salvation is the boss. The back, you gotta be a Necrolord monk to get that back piece. Maldraxxus, I believe it's through the Abomination Factory, you gotta progress through that. Tabard of the Shattered Sun, Stormwind Orgrimmar, Tabard Vendor, Rep and Renown, Rep. in gold to get that. The headpiece from Castle Nathrius, Sire Denathrius LFR is that version, and the weapon, Zul'Gurub. It's a dungeon from Cata, which is a dungeon from earlier in WoW, which was redone. My name is Luxley. I want to thank everybody for stopping by, and going to leave you with a final thought. Whatever it is by you, whether it is morning or it's afternoon or night, make your day absolutely epic.